Good evening, everyone. It is 6 o'clock. We're ready to start. Call the meeting to order. Mr. Salazar.
Mr. Amaya, members of the board, this evening we have students here to help lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. We have students from Rancho Verde and Los Cuates Middle School. And here to introduce us to the kids is their principal, Mrs. Pineda, and also we have Mr. Padilla. Mrs. Pineda, welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Amaya, members of the board, and Mr. Salazar. This evening, I have the privilege of introducing two outstanding Rancho Verde elementary students. Iris Delgado is a fifth grade student in Mrs. Couch's class. She is the daughter of Mr. Gabriel Delgado and Marlene Anaya. She is a hard worker, determined, and always gives it her all. She has maintained an A average in all subjects. She is a member of the Breakfast Readers Club, the Running Club, Drama Club, and RVE Volleyball. Iris is a proud member of the Accelerated Reader Millionaire Plus Club. She hopes to attend Texas A&M University and become a veterinarian. This is Iris Delgado. Aiden Douglas is a fifth grade student in Mrs. Koch's class. He is the son of Mr. Kin and Mrs. Michelle Douglas. He is an A honor roll student that excels in everything he does. He absolutely loves to read. He was the first student to become an Accelerated Reader Millionaire Plus this year and is now part of the Accelerated Reader 2 Millionaire Plus Club. He is in running club, chess, and plays baseball. He hopes to attend Harvard University and become an engineer. This is Aiden.
Mr. Amaya, members of the board, Mr. Salazar. I have the opportunity to introduce two of Los Cuates Middle School's most outstanding students. First, we have Jimena Jimenez. She is a 7th grader from Los Cuates Middle School. Her parents are Yesenia Imao and Jose Luis Jimenez. She is an active member of our student council. She is also a member of the Community of Christ Church in Los Fresnos. She would like to attend college and become a teacher. Her favorite thing about Los Cuates is the wonderful teachers who make learning enjoyable. So again, Jimena Jimenez. Next we have Ernesto Ramirez. He is a 7th grader from Los Cuates as well. His mother is Norma Ramirez. He is an active member in the student council as well. He's very active in athletics. He enjoys hands-on work and would like to pursue a career in construction and welding one day. He loves the personalities of his teachers so much at Los Cuates, they're like a second family to him. So again, we have Mrs. Jimenez and Mr. Ramirez.
Ladies and gentlemen, these students are here to help lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Will everyone please rise for the pledge?
I'm getting there, sir. I was trying to find my chair first. I want to thank the students, the parents of these students here. We'd like to recognize them as well. Thank you very, very much for helping us tonight, and thank you, parents, for setting the example. Thank you for letting them be here. Ms. Garcia, will you assist us with roll call, please?
Mr. Jesus Amaya.
Present.
Mr. Leonel Garza.
Present.
Mrs. Sandra Garcia, I am here. Mr. Martin Castillo is not here. Mrs. Darlene Peterson.
Present.
Mr. Ray Farias. Mr. Ruben Trevino is not here. Mr. Gonzalo Salazar.
Present.
Ms. Elizabeth Neely.
Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Mr. Salazar, we'll turn it over to you for district recognitions.
Mr. Amaya, members of the board, 2 times out of the year, each semester we set time aside to recognize the teachers that are modeling lifelong learning for our students, and we set out to do that this evening as several of our teachers have attained advanced degrees. This evening, we'll start with Dr. Swatner. Dr. Swatner, would you introduce us to our first teacher? Actually, you have 2 teachers on your campus.
Mr. Maya, members of the board, and Mr. Salazar, I'm very honored this evening to present 2 of Resaca's most outstanding educators. First is Ms. Tanya Caballero. Ms. Caballero is a graduate of Los Fresnos High School, class of 2009. She graduated from the University of Texas at Brownsville and just in December completed her master's in educational leadership in December 2017. She wants to be an administrator someday. She teaches 6th grade writing for us, and she serves in many leadership roles for us here on the campus. So we're very proud for Ms. Caballero this evening. And secondly this evening, I'd like to present to you Mr. Christopher Devlin. Mr. Devlin hails from Buffalo, New York. He got lost somehow and ended up down here with us, and we're very blessed. He's a 7th grade science teacher. He's also one of our Project Lead the Way teachers. He's a very welcome addition. It's his 2nd year with us on the campus. He just completed his master's in education with a concentration in biological sciences at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi. So we're very proud of him as well.
Mrs. Gomez, principal of Palmer Loxa Elementary.
Mr. Amaya, members of the board, Mr. Salazar, I would like to present my teacher, Mrs. Sarai Rodriguez. Mrs. Rodriguez has just received her master's degree in curriculum and instruction with an emphasis in literacy studies from the University of Texas at Arlington. She is now working to be a reading specialist. Mrs. Rodriguez decided to become a teacher because her mother refused to let her become a police officer. And we appreciate that. Thank you. She's been teaching for 10 years, and her advice to any new teachers who might come around our campus is that you need to read to your students. She guarantees there will be students in every class who have never been read to, and it is our job to nurture the love of reading in our students. If you are not a reader, then become one for your students. Thank you, Ms. Rodriguez.
Mrs. Spinetta, we welcome you back to the lectern.
Good evening. Mrs. Loredo is a graduate of the University of Texas at Brownsville. She's earned her master's from Sam Houston in liberal science. She has 18 years of experience. 6 of those were spent at BISD, but she saw the light and then quickly came over to Los Fresnos and has been here ever since. Her teaching career has been in kinder, 1st, and 5th, and she currently is serving on our campus as our librarian. Mrs. Loredo is always willing to help in any capacity that we ask her to. She has helped us as a chess coach, cheer coach, and presently this year, running club sponsor, breakfast reading club sponsor, spelling bee coach, member of the PTO, and, of course, our support staff for our campus. Ms. Loredo, you are an inspiration to our students for reading. This year, we already have 15 students as Millionaire Plus Club members, and those started in November. Mrs. Loredo, thank you for not only being an outstanding staff member, but someone I am blessed to call my friend.
And we'll round things out with principal from Dora Romero Elementary, Mrs. Grimaldo.
Good evening, Mr. Amaya, members of the board, Mr. Salazar. Today I have the pleasure of introducing to you Mrs. Brown. Ms. Maria Brown is a 3rd grade teacher at Dora Romero Elementary. She is completing her first full year as a teacher. Her desire to learn and keep learning drove her to work on her master's degree. Mrs. Brown is being recognized for her completion of master's in curriculum instruction with a specialization in math and science.
Mrs. Brown is a role model to her 3 children and has the help of her husband to aid her in achieving her goals. Congratulations, Ms. Brown.
Congratulations to all of you. Usually, while these students are doing their work late at night or on weekends, there's someone else at home taking care of other matters that need to be taken care of. Would like for them to stand up. Husband, wives, moms, anybody that kept them out of the police force. Please stand so we can recognize you, please. Congratulations once again. Thank you very much. District reports, Mr. Salazar.
Mr. Amaya, members of the board, this evening we present our monthly reports, and we'd like to give you an opportunity to, in case you have any questions, we're prepared to address those.
There does not seem to be any questions, sir. We did not have anyone sign up for in public audience. We will proceed with the consent agenda. We have 3 items on consent agenda. At this point, I will take a motion to accept the consent agenda as posted. If someone needs to pull an item, we can certainly do that for discussion. But do I have a motion to accept the consent agenda as posted? Mr. Farias.
I move that we approve the consent agenda as written.
Is there a second? Mr. Garza. I have a motion and a second to approve consent agenda, all 3 items as posted. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. It is unanimous, 5-0. Item number 1 under action items, discuss and take action to authorize district administration to submit an attendance waiver for December 8th, 2017 and January 17th, 2018. Is there a motion? Ms. Garcia.
I move to authorize the district administration to submit an attendance waiver for December 8th, 2017 and January 17th, 2018.
Thank you, ma'am. Do we have a second? Ms. Peterson? Ms. Garcia has made a motion. Ms. Peterson is second. A motion to authorize the district administration to submit an attendance waiver for December 8th, 2017 and January 17th, 2018. Discussion. Not so much discussion, but thank you. I don't know if those are the forms that you gave us that you have to submit, but it's real clear when you gave it to us in that fashion. Why would we would be submitting those? We have a motion and a second to again authorize district administration to submit an attendance waiver for December 8th, 2017, January 17th, 2018. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. It is unanimous, 5-0. Item number 2, discuss and take action to approve, to add, revise, or delete local policies as recommended by the TASB Policy Service and according to the instruction sheet for the TASB Localized Policy Manual Update 109 is first reading. Do we have a motion? Mr. Garza, thank you. I was about to hurt myself. Thank you, sir. Is there a second? Thank you, Ms. Garcia. Motion is second to add, revise, to approve the addition, revision, and deletion of local policies as recommended by TASB Policy Service and according to the instruction sheet for the TASB Localized Policy Manual Update 109, first reading. Discussion. There being no discussion, we have a motion and a second for action item number 2. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. It is unanimous, 5-0. Item number 3, discuss and take action to approve out-of-state student travel. This is for Los Fresnos United ninth grade migrant students going to Washington, D.C., June 24th to the 29th of this year, 2018. Do we have a motion? Mr. Farias.
I move that we approve student travel for the migrant students to go to Washington, D.C.
Have a motion. Is there a second? Ms. Garcia. We have a motion and a second to approve the approve out-of-state student travel from students from Los Fresnos United ninth grade migrants to be heading off to Washington, D.C., June 24th to the 29th, 2018. Discussion? Yes, ma'am.
It's such a neat opportunity. Everybody's got a chance to see what they're going to do, where they're going to go, what they're going to learn about, but I want to go. You know, it's like every citizen should get a chance to do that. So it's wonderful that there's a grant that allows them to do that.
You stole my thunder. I was going to say you can't go, Ms. Garcia. I thought you were auditioning, Master. You can't go, Ms. Garcia. Any other discussion or comments? We have a motion and a second. There's no more discussion or comments. Motion and a second to approve the out-of-state student travel for the Los Fresnos United ninth grade migrant students headed to Washington, D.C. this summer, June 24th to the 29th, 2018. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. Again, it is unanimous, 5-0. Item number 4 under action items, discuss and take action to approve the superintendent's personnel recommendations for the positions for 2017-2018 school year, teachers, registered nurse, and counselor. Is there a motion?
Sir, I'll move
Ms. Peterson.
that we approve the superintendent's personnel recommendations for the following positions for the 2017-2018 school year. A, teachers, B, registered nurse, and C, counselor.
Is there a second? Mr. Garza? We have a motion and a second to approve the superintendent's personnel recommendations for the positions. This is for this current school year for the positions of teachers, registered nurse, and counselor. Discussion. Motion and a second has been made for item number 4 under action items to approve student personnel. Approve the superintendent's personnel. All those in favor, please signify by raising your right hand. It is unanimous. Do we have any of our new employees here? And could they please stand? We'd like to welcome you. Welcome aboard. We have nothing under closed session, so open session. We're to announcements, sir.
Mr. Maya, you saw everybody leave here a minute ago. I bet they were going to go support the Lady Falcon basketball team. They're playing at home tonight, big playoff game. The boys will play tomorrow at 7:30 at home against Harlingen South. On Saturday, February 17th, we have rodeo parade. So lots of kids participating in rodeo activities throughout this week. On Thursday, February 2nd, we have a teacher professional learning day, so no students will be in attendance. And Friday, February 23rd is a non-working day, so all campus and district offices are going to be closed. On February 22nd through March 2nd, we celebrate Texas Public School Weeks, and we'll be sending you invitations to participate in some of the activities on campus. And our next meeting, we won't be back here till March 19th for a regular school board meeting at 6 p.m. Those are all the announcements that we have.
Any questions? March 19th. Put it in your calendar, Ray. 6 p.m. Right after spring break. Anything else? Meeting's adjourned. We've gone through the agenda. Thank you very much.